Look, snow on the ground, and I have a topwater setup. What am I doing? Easy. I'm gonna take my setup that I use just for frog fishing, and I'm gonna explain it to you guys. I've had a lot of people ask me that. What do I use for frog fishing? What rod, what reel, what baits? So I'm gonna talk about that, a little bit of topwater, and another reason why I'm out here is because, well, you know what? Today it's like 39, 40 degrees, so I said, hey, it's better than sitting in the house. It's better than playing video games. I mean, even if I don't catch anything, I can maybe have some fun, get a cool thumbnail, whatever, all on the GoPro. And the one thing I will tell you is this year, there's gonna be a lot of fishing videos this year, but also a lot of videos in general. I'm gonna update my description, and I'm gonna have links to some of my favorite videos. Okay, GoPro case, tackle bag, even though I don't need it. People are gonna laugh at me when they see me with this setup out here, but oh, anyway, it's just a demonstration. Where do I want to start? Easy. The rod is a St. Croix Bass X. It is a 7'4" heavy power fast action. The specifications on the rod is 14 to 25 pound test, 3/8 to 1.5 ounce, excuse me. And yes, I see a little bit of fray in my braid right there. That's the rod. The reel is a Shimano Casitas 151, which is a left hand, a 7.2 to 1. And the line is 65 pound Power Pro braid. The bait is a live target hollow body sunfish. Whenever I am frog fishing, I will use live target and Booyah probably the most. Booyah Pad Crasher, Booyah Poppin' Pad Crasher, live target hollow body sunfish, live target frogs, stuff like that. There are other brands that I've used that I'm probably not even thinking about right now that I know a lot about, but these are the two main ones that I use. So, no ice in my line. Another thing I should do is, I should probably show you guys the line that I was talking about. And no, this isn't how I fish a frog either. I'm just kind of casting and talking, and what you see is what you get in my videos. Made a short cast, make a long cast. I can actually stand out here and like enjoy myself and like not have to do my video and then, oh, I'm freezing, and leave. I use two types of braid. I use the original Power Pro in 65 pound test for frogs, and Seaguar Smackdown in 65 pound test for frogs. I like Seaguar Smackdown. You'll notice that it is a little bit lighter than the Power Pro, but if I had to pick one over the other, I like the original Power Pro. Yes, I have tried the Super Slick by Power Pro. Yes, it's very sensitive. Yes, it works great, but this right here, it's my favorite. It's just one of those things. This is what I use. I like it. I'm used to it. For whatever reason, even though it doesn't matter, I feel like I land more fish on regular Power Pro. Now, the next question you might be asking yourself, especially if you were one of my subscribers who is newer to fishing, is why am I using 65 pound braid? Why? You might be thinking it makes no sense to you. Why something that heavy? You're not going to be fighting a 65 pound bass, so what's the deal? I'll tell you what the deal is. It's not what you're going to be fishing for, it's where you're going to be fishing, okay? When I'm fishing thick grass mats, heavy vegetation, lily pads, if I go to a pond or a swamp or whatever and it's just caked in that slime and I'm running that frog across the top of it, I need to know for myself that I am going to be able to, oh, wait, hook set and get that fish out of the cover. It's not what I'm fishing for, it's where I'm fishing. Which is also why you'll see people in Florida using 80 pound braid when they flip and pitch, when they punch, when they frog fish, okay? You're not gonna take 15-pound monofilament that you would use for a Super Spook Junior and frog fish with it. I mean, once in a great while, will you be able to maneuver it out of the cover? Once in a while, will you get lucky, quote unquote? Yes. But the correct line to be using when you're fishing heavy cover is braid. And more specifically for frog fishing, or, hold on, hollow body sunfish fishing, you're going to be using 50-pound braid, 65-pound braid, or 80-pound braid. So I'm not gonna take a frog and fish it in this cover with 10-pound fluorocarbon that I would crankbait with, okay? Practice casting while I'm at it. I'm gonna have to get back into the habit anyway. I'm gonna be doing a lot of fishing this year. Still think it's funny when people are like, whoa man, stop the spool before you turn the handle. I do. It's just I do it so fast. Look. Stop, turn. I do it so fast, some people don't realize it. And that includes people I've fished with. I need to add to my topwater box. Like I said, frog, Whopper Plopper 130. I guess I took the 90 out. Megabass Pop Max, okay? Get a better look at that. You have an evergreen topwater, BPS popper, head-in Super Spook Junior, which has monofilament on it, KVD Sexy Dog Junior, which has, I think, monofilament tied onto it. Yep. Topwater, I use monofilament and I use braid. I do not use fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon sinks. So in the order that I set them, what do I have 3 brakes on? Nope, I have 2 brakes on, 2 brakes off, which I know I could go down to 1 brake if I really wanted to, but then I have the outside adjustment dial set to 2, so 2 on, 2 off, dial on 2, spool tension, hear that wobbling and that knocking. You'll see the spool tension knob, the cast control knob itself is pretty close to the star drag, and I do have a very tight drag, don't I? Yeah, because when you're fishing a frog, if you have your drag set loose, forget about it. You're gonna lose the fish, you're gonna miss the fish, yada yada. I just wanted to get out today, basically grab a rod, make a little, that was stupid. Grab a rod, make a little video for you guys, show you the settings that I have right now, the braid that I use, some of the baits, the heavy. You guys know I fish a lot of medium heavies, medium fasts, medium moderates, but I do fish heavies as well. I do frog fishing. I used to do it more than I do now. I mean, I'm sure this year I'll be doing some frog fishing, not as much as I have in the past, because I'll be fishing a lot of like clear water, a lot of deeper water, but there will be some frog fishing at a pond or at some inland lake or in some cover somewhere, like there always is. You guys know I like to have fun in my videos and fish with a whole bunch of different stuff, but anyway, that is going to be it for me for the day, and also it for the GoPro Hero 7. Kind of off topic here, but I will be making fishing videos with the GoPro Hero 7, and I'm not using an external mic like I've told you guys before. So if we get to like spawn here in Michigan, you know, spring, all that, and you guys are like, oh, why does the audio not sound like it used to? Because I'm gonna be using that GoPro. And by the way, that's another thing, is you can practice one-handed pitching with a frog and braid, and you won't have to worry about backlashing. Usually I keep a lower trajectory to the water, but I am kind of rusty. I haven't fished all winter. I haven't ice fished all winter. See what I mean? I still make mistakes to this day. Woohoo! Dummy. Well, removing a backlash like I did in that video still works. That's what happens when you try to cast it too hard and you turn it down to one break. It's all good though. What the heck was that? Was that a... Couldn't have been a top water hit. Why did I feel... That was weird.